Good morning friends. So in this video we will study about method, from which method we will separate our mixture. In previous video we will discuss about impure substance. There are two type of mixtures, homogeneous and heterogeneous, and heterogeneous have three type of solution: true solution, colloidal solution and suspension solution. So a solution, when we want to separate the solution, there are so many methods, approximately 8 to 10 methods, but in your NCERT class 9 book there are only 8 methods. So we are going to discuss our that 8 method one by one. So our first method was evaporation. We will studied in earlier classes about evaporation, and in our first chapter also evaporation causes cooling, right? So we will discuss how evaporation separate the mixture. So the basic principle of evaporation was, out of the two components of a mixture, one can evaporate, has less boiling point, and other has higher boiling point. We all know what is mixture. Two or more substances are combined in any ratio, that is called mixture. So at least minimum two components are required for mixture. So in that two component, one component have less boiling point and other component have higher boiling point. Then after we will use evaporation method, and the example is dye and water. So we will see one activity that is based on evaporation, how evaporation separate. So we will see in this activity. This is our activity 1 that is already given in your NCERT textbook. So we will discuss that activity. How can we obtain colored component? That is, colored component we have here taken dye, any dye, blue, black, green, any dye, okay, we will take. Then how it separated, water is separated from a dye, we will see with the method of evaporation. So first we have to take half beaker that is filled with water. See, this was the diagram in which we will take a beaker that is filled with half water and a watch glass. In that we will drop few ink and burner. Now these are the things that required for these activities. What we will do? First we will fill the beaker with half water, then we will put the watch glass on the mouth of the beaker. See, in this diagram we will put a watch glass on the mouth of a beaker. Then after, put few drops of ink on the watch glass. So we have to drop the ink on a watch glass. Now starts heating the beaker. We do not want to heat the ink directly. Means, why we have taken here watch glass? Because we do not heat the watch glass and ink directly. So we have taken here beaker, in that we have taken water. Firstly we have to heat the water, then you will see here some water droplets and vapors are evaporating, and it goes on watch glass, and watch glass now it was also heated, and so you have seen here some vapors are also evaporated from the ink, and that is water. Means ink is a mixture of color and water. Now what happened? You will see the evaporation is taking place here. We are seeing that some vapors are rising from the ink. Now continue heating as the evaporation goes on and stop heating when you don't see any further change on the watch glass. Means we have to heat the beaker for few minutes. When we will see that there is not any changes was going on, then we have to stop our activity. Then we have to observe the activity, the observation carefully, and we have to mention what was the changes will be happen. So what was the changes and what was the conclusion at the end? We find that ink is a mixture of a dye in water. Why? Because when we heat the watch glass from we have taken here ink, a few drop of ink in watch glass, then water will be evaporated and some residues was remain. So ink is a mixture of water and dye. That is our conclusion. So we can separate the volatile component. What is volatile component? That can be turned into gaseous, and that and another example of volatile definition was they change very fastly. They are called volatile component, and here volatile component was solvent. And what was the solvent in this? Water. Water is our solvent in dye, and from its non-volatile solute, and non-volatile solute was color. So from this method we will separate a dye with their mixture. So our second method was centrifugation. In the basic principle of centrifugation was separation of substance on the basis of their densities. Means we are separating a substance, a solution with centrifugation method, then it is on the basis of their densities. When mixture is rotated very fast, if we will take a milk, then if we want to taken out cream from milk, then we have to rotate the milk very fast. Then what happen? The denser particles are formed at the bottom and light particles stay above. We all see at our home when our mother purchase a milk, then he or she boil the milk. So when we are boiling the milk, the particles of milk are rotating, because we already studied about characteristics of particles are always. What was the characteristics of particle? Particles are always continuously moving. So when we boil the milk, the particles are in moving, and when temperature was increasing when we are boiling, so the particles are moving very fastly. So the heavier particles are settled down. When we cool the milk, the heavier particles are settled down and the lighter particles are at the top of the milk, and that particles in the milk was cream. So with the centrifugation method, we will separating cream from milk. Okay, there are some other applications that we are using of centrifugation method, and that was application centrifugation. It was used in diagnostics laboratories. Means centrifugation methods are using in diagnostic laboratories for blood and urine test. When we fall sick, so we will check our blood test and urine test. When they goes on laboratories for checking, they are using centrifugation method for checking our blood and urine test. It was also used in dairies at our home for what? To separate butter from cream, milk, cream from milk, and so on. It is also used in washing machines to squeeze out water from wet cloth. Means we are using at our home washing machine. When we will put all the clothes in washing machine, right? Then when it wash the cloth, they automatically squeeze the cloth water from the cloth. It is also a same process of centrifugation. This is our second method of separation. Now our third method of separation, that is separating funnel. And the basic principle of separating funnel to immiscible liquids, means in this method there is two immiscible liquid. Immiscible means they are not mixing with each other, like water and oil, water and kerosene. They both are not miscible, means they are not mixing with each other. That a solution that does not mix, that solution is called immiscible liquid, which do not dissolve in each other, can easily separated by putting in a separating funnel. If we will want to separate immiscible liquids, so we are using separating funnel. And separating funnel, see here example of separating funnel. It is like this. What happen, we will have to fill in separating funnel immiscible liquids. The what happens, water and kerosene, they doesn't dissolve to each other. So when, how it works, see your activity. Let us try to separate kerosene oil from water using a separating funnel. Pour the mixture of kerosene oil and water in a separating funnel. First we have to pour and fill the separating funnel with water and kerosene mixture. Then open the stop cock of the separate funnel. Here it is a stop cock, we have to open. So what happens, from here water was at a bottom, so slowly it was get out from this path. So after some time kerosene will reach here, so we have to stop the cock. Then it was easily separate the kerosene and water. So from this method, this is called separating funnel. From this method we will separate two immiscible liquid. And it also have some applications from few places. If we want to separate the mixture of oil and water, we use separating funnel method. In the extraction of iron also from its ore. What is ore? Impurities present, extraction of metals from the rocks, that is called ore. Means ore have metals and impurities. If we want to extract iron from its ore, so we are also using separating funnel method in this. What happened, the lighter slag is removed from the top of this method to leave the molten iron at the bottom in the furnace. Means in this method iron was extracted by its ore. In that some impurities in the form of slag they removed, that was lighter part, and it was removed from the bottom of the furnace, and we get pure iron. And we are using this separating funnel method for extraction of iron.